Okay, so it's Saturday and I'm playing with the good leather that I got from Tandy last weekend for the first time. That means I'm making actual cuts out of the big piece, and that kind of terrifies me because I'm afraid I'm gonna mess it up, but that's what learning's about, so I need to get over that. Today I'm going to be adding panels onto the pockets of this hip bag, which means that these faces, these shapes, and then the depth, which is just basically a long rectangle, I'll be cutting out of leather and sewing directly onto the surface of this bag. My friend Tony was kind enough to lend me his kit of leatherworking gear, and I've just been experimenting with all the different tools that are in here. These things. These little things with the grooves on them are for like shaving the edge of the leather so that it's beveled a little bit. But I went ahead and I cut like the first strip that's going to be used on the edge for the depth of all of these pockets. And there are all these, I guess, punches. They look like this. This is the smallest one. It's 1.58 millimeters, and that is still a pretty big hole. I cut one piece to test. This is still pretty big. There's my finger for reference. I do not need the holes to be that big, so I am instead using this tool that was in there. I assume poking holes. If you just drive it directly into the leather, you get a much smaller, neater hole. You can kind of see I poked one right there. And my sewing needle, the thick one that I have, goes through it pretty nicely without much fuss. This is the stabbing mat that was given to me by Tony to use. I'm gonna go ahead and pre-punch all of my holes along the edge of the leather piece and then sew it on. And hopefully that works. Because again, I'm not sure if I'm going about this in the right way or not. So what did I learn while doing this? I knew from doing engineering and designing mechanisms, also from sewing, that when you attach pieces that have symmetry, you should start from the middle and work your way out. That way you ensure that the center point is fixed first, and I remembered to do that with these panels, so I attached the center and then stitch to either the left edge, and then I would start from the center and then go to the right, and it ensured that everything was lined up properly, and that worked. To poke holes through the leather using the awl, you use a mallet. I used one of Tony's plastic mallets, and at first I wasn't hitting or striking the end of the awl hard enough. The hole would be large enough sometimes. If it wasn't, I would have to strain quite a bit to get the needle through, and it wasn't a fun time to do that. Once I did start striking the awl hard enough, I noticed, luckily quite early, that I was then poking directly through the mat that he gave me to use. I suggest that if you try this, double up on something. I luckily had some squares of corkboard lying around, so I didn't end up putting a bunch of craters in my workbench, and that's nice. What else? The thing that I wasn't expecting about this whole process is that it took twice as long. If I expected to finish something by the end of the morning, then I would probably still be stitching well into the afternoon. And I think that this might have had something to do with my approach, since I was stitching the panels of the leather onto something that already existed. I had to reach inside the pockets to pull every stitch through, and I had to do it without seeing what I was doing, and that was a little precarious. That slowed me down. So each individual stitch out through the pocket and then back down into it probably took like 2 to 3 times longer than if I was just sewing the leather to itself. Not the end of the world. It was just slow. The other thing that I wasn't used to was the wax thread that was in Tony's kit has a lot more friction than any other type of fiber that I've worked with, so it also kind of slowed things down. The needle had a tendency to get stuck in the holes even after I had punched them, because leather is kind of self-healing. The hole would kind of close up because I didn't actually remove any material, I just kind of poked through it. So it would eventually close up, and then the wax thread with all of its friction would kind of get stuck. I actually broke 2 of my own needles sewing this whole piece together. Yeah. Other than that, it all just kind of came together exactly as I hoped that it would. And now the bag kind of looks like chocolate. Or wood. I don't know. Maybe both. Good stuff.